In 1817, the Bell family, a tight-knit household of hard-working farmers, moved into their quite picturesque homestead in Adams, Tennessee. Little did they know that their lives would become the subject of one of the most terrifying and infamous hauntings in American history: the legend of the Bell Witch. What began as small, unexplained noises soon escalated in 2 years of relentless torment that claimed lives, shattered nerves, and captured the attention of the future President of the United States. The haunting reportedly began on an ordinary day in 1817, when John Bell Sr., the patriarch of the family, spotted something strange in the cornfield behind their home. The creature he saw was like no animal he had ever encountered. Its body resembled a large dog, but its face was disturbingly rabbit-like. It stared at him with glowing eyes. John, shaken but determined, fired his rifle, but the creature simply vanished into thin air. That night, odd scratching sounds echoed through the walls of the cabin. The family dismissed it as rats and tried to move on. But the next few days brought louder, more persistent disturbances. Knocks reverberated through the house without an apparent source. Unseen claws scratched at the walls. Yet, no vermin or intruders were ever found. As time passed, whispers could be heard, faint at first, but growing louder until the whole family could hear them clearly. By the time the whispers turned into actual physical disturbances, fear had gripped the Bells. Doors would slam on their own. Heavy wooden furniture moved inches across the floor without human touch. Blankets were yanked off the children as they slept, leaving them trembling with fear. Betsy Bell, Johnny's young daughter, became the witch's primary target. She would wake up screaming, saying that invisible hands had slapped her face or pulled her hair violently. Bruises began to appear on her arms and legs, as if she'd been beaten. The disturbances turned sinister when the spirit began to speak. It addressed each family member by name, repeating things they had said earlier. At first, the spirit offered nonsensical remarks, but soon it began introducing itself. One night, as the Bells huddled together in fear, the spirit revealed itself. "I am Kate, and I will make John Bell pay for what he has done." Though it called itself Kate, the figure became known as the Bell Witch. It was widely believed by the family and neighbors that this vengeful spirit was connected to Kate Batts, a local woman with whom John Bell had a land dispute. Kate Batts had a reputation for being eccentric, and some believed she had cursed the Bells before her death. News of the haunting spread quickly through Adams. Curious neighbors began visiting the Bell homestead, hoping to witness the strange happenings. Many reported hearing the witch's mocking voice or experiencing terrifying events firsthand. One visitor felt a ghostly hand slap his face hard enough to leave a red mark. The spirit seemed to enjoy showing off for an audience. It would sing hymns, recite prayers, or narrate what was happening in distant places with uncanny accuracy. More disturbingly, it often broke into terrifying laughter that filled the cabin, chilling everyone who heard it. The Bell Witch's hatred for John Bell Sr. intensified over time. He began experiencing strange health problems. His throat would swell shut, making it difficult for him to breathe or eat. His strength waned rapidly. Meanwhile, Betsy's torment reached new levels of cruelty. Not only was she physically abused, but her engagement to Joshua Gardner became a focus for the witch. Whenever the couple met, the spirit would erupt in anger, screaming threats and insults. After months of harassment, Betsy finally broke off the engagement. fear and the witch's wrath might lead to Joshua's death. The story took a fascinating twist when General Andrew Jackson, later the 7th President of the United States, heard about the hauntings and decided to visit the Bell Farm. Jackson, a war hero known for his bravado, was intrigued by the idea of investigating a supernatural event. He arrived with a group of men and wagons, eager to put the tales to the test. As the group approached the farm, their wagon mysteriously froze. No amount of whipping or pushing could move it, as if an unseen force held it in place. Suddenly, a ghostly voice spoke. "Let them go, they will see tonight." The wagon began moving again, and Jackson's group camped at the Bale property. That night, the men were attacked by unseen forces, slaps, pinches, and objects flying through the air. Some men begged Jackson to leave immediately, but the general, though shaken, reportedly declared he would not flee. He left the next day, swearing never to return to Adams. In 1820, the Bell Witch's warnings came true. John Bell's health deteriorated significantly. He suffered from fits, seizures, and intense bouts of swelling in his mouth and throat. On December 20, John was found lifeless in his bed. Near him was a small bottle containing an unknown black liquid. The Bell Witch claimed responsibility for his death, gleefully admitting, "I gave old Jack Bill a dose of it, and he'll never wake again." At John's funeral, the witch was heard laughing hysterically, mocking his grieving family and singing bawdy songs. The Bell Witch's activity subsided after John Bell's death, though she reportedly returned in 1828 to speak with John Bell Jr., discussing the family's future and other strange matters. After this, the witch vowed to return 107 years later. While no verifiable haunting was recorded in 1935, her story continues to haunt the people of Adams, Tennessee. To this day, the Bell Witch Cave, located near the original Bell homestead, attracts visitors. Many have reported feeling an overwhelming sense of dread, hearing whispers or seeing shadows move in the darkness. The Bell Witch legend remains one of the most chilling and enduring ghost stories in American folklore.